Omnibus feels the growth for the industry is really going to come from the move towards more consolidated application software and away from the discrete, different hardware systems. We're seeing a general move towards cost cutting, but at the same time an expansion of channels and greater demands for those channels in terms of features, such as 3D, 1080p 24, and particularly graphics. Graphics are becoming very important to broadcasters and making their content a lot more dynamic, and that's being very important for us to provide the capabilities to do that. The recession's actually presented Omnibus with quite an interesting opportunity. I mean, like all well-run businesses, we've looked closely at our cost base, but we've actually found that in the last year we've made a pretty decent profit. And we think one of the reasons for that is that, like any situation where resources are scarce, like the animal kingdom, what that tends to do is drive the survival of the fittest. And so many of our customers have had to look to their own operational practices and their own businesses, and it's driving them to make slightly more strategic technology decisions and look towards ways of running their operations with a leaner cost base. And that tends to drive them to technologies like ITX, which make considerable cost savings, not just in the original capital expenditure, but in the operational costs as well. One of the main drivers for Omnibus's growth, particularly in North America, and now we're starting to see it in Europe and Asia Pacific as well, is the move to HD. HD provides a number of challenges to broadcasters, both in the management of the content, but also in the management of the Dolby surround sound that goes along with it. And the cost of setting up HD channels with traditional broadcast infrastructure is just really very prohibitive. So the vast majority of the Omnibus channels that have been installed around the world, including some very, very large multi-channel playout centres, are HD. 3D is an interesting one. We're seeing it driving a little bit of growth, and I think 3D is a technology that will certainly have a place in the marketplace, but we don't see it really driving massive growth, certainly in Europe and Asia, purely because the marketplace just isn't really ready for it yet. It's the cost of the screens, and when you think that most consumers don't even have HD yet, to actually get them then to reinvest in 3D TV, I think that's quite a stretch. So I think we're a few years out from seeing real growth in 3D in that market. IBC forms a pivotal part of our year, really. It's the chance where we can get all of our customers together, we can demonstrate to them our latest technology, and it's considerably more cost effective than getting on the road and trying to see them all individually. So it's always been a vital part of our plan for the year, and long may it remain so.